Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back to another edition of Think Different Television. All right, we got angle measures with congruent angles right now. So, same thing we were doing before with looking at the angle measures, but now we're going to have congruent. Congruent means same size, same shape, particularly an angle bisector. What the hell is that, angle bisector? Well, let's talk about it. Let's get our paper ready. Bam. So, angle measures, congruent angles. So, I drew the picture from the worksheet. An array that divides an angle. Well, an angle already has two rays, ray PM and ray PN. So I need another ray, a third ray, I guess. It divides an angle into two congruent angles, called an angle bisector. So bisector means break into two equal parts. So this is two equal parts. It's going to break into. Bi meaning the prefix meaning two. So if I now have this angle here, and now I'm going to draw an angle bisector. So ray PN is an angle, write this down, bisector of this big angle here, this obtuse angle, MPN. Angle MPN, or NPM, whatever you want to say. So that means that this angle, and you do one little curved line or two curved lines, as long as you have the same, and here's going to be two curved lines, so it means that this angle and this angle are the same, which means that angle MPN is congruent. You do it by an equal sign and a little squiggly above. So this MPN is congruent to, wait, what should that be? Let's just double check to make sure I read it right. Oh, it's R, my bad. This should be R. So MPR, my bad. MPR. R. Okay. Angle MPN is congruent to angle NPR. Bam. So, or RPN, same thing. So these two angles are congruent. So if this is going to be 50 degrees, this is also going to be 50 degrees. If this is 60, that's 60. If this is 61, it's 61, etc. So those two angles are the same measure. Okay, so now let's erase this. Sorry, this is P right here. Sometimes the notes get a little scrunchy. All right, refer to the figure above. Example. So I'm going off of this example right here. Right here. So I'm writing this down. This bold-faced writing. Pause the video if you need. Cool. All right. If the measure of angle MPN, that's this angle right here, is 2x plus 14. Always label your picture. That's the first thing you always do. And NPR is x plus 34. That 5 is not there, dude. That should be erased. Okay. Find x and m. M means measure of angle. So I needed this in degrees. So that little m in front of the angle sign means measure. The measure of angle MPR. So I need this whole obtuse angle. So I know it's going to be over 90. All right. So what do we do? Well, since these are congruent, right? So PN is an angle bisector, so that means that this and this should equal the same thing if they're congruent. So that means I just create an equation. 2x plus 14 over here is going to equal x plus 34. Boop, and then we solve. Subtract x from both sides. X plus 14 equals 34 minus 14. X equals 20. Are we done? No. Because we need to figure out the measure of angle MPR. So we have X, but now we need to do this. All right, so now we need to plug it in. Does it matter which one I plug in? No, because they're the same thing. They are congruent. Both of these angles are congruent. So let's just plug it in here. Why not? That's easier, right? It's easier just to do one step and just add 20 plus 34. Which is what? Yeah, 54. So if this is 54 degrees, how much is this angle right here? Also, yeah, 54 degrees. So if this is 54 and this is 54, what is MPR? If this angle is 54 and this angle is 54. Yeah, it's going to be 54 times 2, or 54 plus 54. And that's going to be 108 degrees, which makes sense because that's obtuse. Got it. Okay, so we got X, we got measure of angle MPR. Got it. Nice job. All right, let us continue. So we're going to do 2 on the next page. Right here. So we're going to do number 3 and number 6. Number 3 and number 6. So write down the bold face writing and draw the picture, and number 3 and number 6. Go. All right, check it out. Bam, here's mine. Sometimes with these I draw the picture just a little bit bigger because I know I'm going to be marking it up all over the place. So first thing you do is you mark up the picture with what's given. So it's given me all this in the bold face writing. So I'm going to mark up this picture even before I start doing this, because I can't do this without my picture being right. So ray BA and ray BC are opposite rays. So BA and BC. So that means that this angle here is 180 degrees. This is a straight line. Why is 180 degrees? Because that's half a circle. Circle is 360, half a circle is 180. All right. Ray BF bisects angle CBE. So CBE right here, and ray BF bisects it. So what does that mean? Angle 3 and angle 4 are congruent. So write down these two. So mark down these two lines. That means that this angle and this angle are the same. All right, what else does it say? Ray BD bisects angle ABE. So this is a bisector. So I'm going to write a different symbol. I'm not going to write one semicircle-like line right here. I need to do 2 because I don't know that these are the same. So these 2 angles might be different than these 2 angles. So I need to do a different marking for that. So this has 2 marks, which means these 2 are congruent. This has 1 mark, which means these 2 are congruent. I don't know whether 1 and 2 are the same as 3 and 4 right now. It doesn't say anything about that, so I can't assume it. All right, let's do number 3. Pause the video, see if you can do it. All right, let's see if you got the same thing as I did. Measure of angle EBF. So EBF is 6x plus 4. And the measure of angle CBF, notice how I trace it every time, is 7x minus 2. Find the measure of angle EBC. So you'll find this whole angle right here. Okay. So that would mean that since I have these markings, which means that they're congruent. This is the angle bisector. So 6x plus 4 equals 7x minus 2. Why did I put this line? So I don't combine like terms over the equal sign and remind myself. Minus 6x on both sides. 4 equals x minus 2. Add 2. 6 equals x. Is that the answer? No, no, no. I need to find the measure of this angle. So I'm going to plug in anywhere. Let's plug in there. It doesn't matter. 7 times 6 minus 2. 7 times 6 is 42. Minus 2, which is 40. So this is 40 degrees. And this is also 40 degrees. Because why? Both angle 3 and angle 4 are congruent. EBC is going to be 40 plus 40. These 2 angles combine. So 40 plus 40 is going to be 80 degrees. There you go. Number 6. You're going to have to do this a lot on the EOC, so we're going to practice this. Sometimes you have to explain. Is angle DBF a right angle? DBF. Sorry, I'm going to change this one. Let's change this. Is angle EBC a right angle? EBC. So the answer is no, because we just got 80. So the answer is no. So as I explained, no. Write down what you think you need to explain. See if you have all the necessary parts. Okay, let's see if you have it. No, angle EBC is not, and also revise your answer if you got different stuff than me, if you're not as thorough. and you're writing complete sentences. No, angle EBC is not a right angle because angle EBC equals, so the measure of angle EBC equals the measure of these two angles, right? The measure of angle EBF plus, running out of room here, the measure of angle FBC. You're probably thinking like, oh, this is so boring. Why are you doing this? Well, this is what you have to do in order to get excellent on the geometry EOC. So that's what we're practicing right here. Okay, so this and this, and since the measure of angle EBF equals the measure of angle FBC, which means that they're the same, they're congruent, and we already got that, which equals 40, right? The measure of angle EBC equals 80 degrees, which does not equal 90. So something like that is acceptable. I know it's kind of a run-on sentence, but I have all of my stuff I need. I need math notation, I need numbers, I need proofs, etc. about how that's not a right angle. Good work. Nice job. Keep knocking them out.